If you have been sold on the idea that you need to be everywhere and do all of the marketing things like posting, commenting, sending DMs, running Facebook groups, networking, and booking call after call with total strangers to try and land clients, then you are not alone. We have all been there, doing everything we were told would work, and yet somehow the clients signing up are few and far between. In this masterclass, I'm going to show you why you're focusing on all the wrong things in your business, how the common coach marketing strategies are draining your energy and keeping you stuck, and what to do instead. If you are tired of the endless grind, sick of doing things that are not bringing the results that you want, and ready to finally create a client attraction system that works without you burning out, that gives you the freedom and the flexibility to actually live and enjoy your life, then stick around, because this is for you. If you are not booking the number of clients you want consistently every month, it's not because you're not good at what you do. It's because you're stuck in a cycle that makes business growth hard and you don't even realize. You'll see in the middle of my diagram here, I've got 10K. Most coaches are not earning 10K in their businesses, and it's because of certain mistakes that they're making. So I'm going to show you how to flip that on its head so that you can reach 10K, because it is a life-changing amount of money. The first mistake that we tend to make is we have a lack of clarity and we have fear. So not knowing exactly who you are best suited to serve is the first thing. When this happens, you're trying to appeal to too wide a market. So prospects don't see themselves in your message because it feels generic. For you to be able to consistently book the clients you want, the people in your audience have to see that you are speaking directly to them. They've got to see themselves in your marketing. And then there's the fear. Okay. And there's fear on a few levels here. The first is that if you get too specific on who it is that you're going to serve and what you're going to help them achieve, that you're going to miss out on potential opportunities for clients. And this is actually not true. Okay. Then there's also fear that if you get specific, you're not going to be able to deliver on the promises. This happens because when you're serving different types of people at different levels who want different things, you are going to have clients getting different results. When you're having clients getting different results, or some not really getting any results or not getting the results that they wanted, it's going to make it difficult to confidently say, yes, I can help you get this result when you're in a sales conversation. And when you are not confident in your ability to deliver on what it is you say you can help with, it's going to create resistance to marketing and selling, because no one with a conscience will actively market and sell something that they don't believe that they can deliver on. So this spirals. Then there's also the fear that you are going to get overwhelmed with clients and fulfillment, and that you won't have time for anything else. The second mistake is not having enough leads. Maybe you market sporadically. Maybe when you have clients, you're so busy working with your clients that you stop the marketing. Then when the clients start drying up, you scramble to get marketing going again. Maybe you rely on referrals, or you hope that people will just show up. Now listen, I absolutely love referrals. There is something really special and amazing when somebody else says, hey, you should work with this person, but it is not a marketing strategy and it is not a way to strategically build your business. I want you to think of referrals as like the cherry on the top. Hope marketing doesn't work either. Okay, you've got to have a system. So if this is you, you're caught in a feast and famine cycle. You're scrambling for leads when the pipeline dries up, and then your income becomes unpredictable and stressful as well. It's really not a good position to be in. Then mistake number 3, awkward sales process. Maybe you feel uncomfortable with the sales process. Maybe you've been given some rigid scripted sales call that forces you to dig into pain points. When I first got into the coaching industry, I invested 5 figures into a group coaching program that was going to help me get my business up and running, help me get clear on what to do and how to generate clients so that I could get to 6 figures. And it didn't work at all. Part of the reason why it didn't work was because it was so focused on all of these tactics and these strategies. They didn't actually help me with my business foundations. And they gave us a 7-figure sales script that we needed to run our clients through, where we were digging into the pain, making our prospects feel really horrible about their situation, so that whatever it is that we presented to them as the solution would be almost a no-brainer for them, because they were feeling so miserable about their situation. The whole process just felt really inauthentic and gross to me. So of course, I didn't book any clients that way. Maybe you feel awkward asking for money. A lot of people have issues with asking for money. Maybe you get really awkward and uncomfortable when someone has an objection that you need to coach them through. Or perhaps you feel like you're selling yourself and you find it hard to ask people to believe in you. So again, it's super awkward. Or perhaps you are lacking in confidence in your ability to deliver on the result that your prospect wants. So with all of these, your prospects likely leave confused, overwhelmed, unconvinced. The whole sales call becomes a stressful pitch instead of a natural conversation where everybody feels good. Most coaches, and this is the biggest problem that I have with sales calls, most coaches are talking to unqualified prospects or prospects who are not a good fit for them, who were never going to say yes in the first place. And it makes this whole process even more awkward and more exhausting. Obviously, when you're talking to people who are not a good fit or who are not already pre-sold on what it is you have to offer, when you get to the end of the call and they're giving you objections or they're telling you that this is not the program for them, again, it knocks your confidence. And so we go back to the beginning, where you're not confident in your ability to deliver results, which makes this whole selling and marketing process so much more difficult. I want to get you to the opposite of all of these mistakes. Starting with moving from a lack of clarity and fear to certainty and confidence. Here, you want to define exactly what you do and who you serve. You want to have clarity on the results that you can help your clients achieve. You want to create a process to guide your clients through to get the outcome that they want. And it's got to be something that feels light and enjoyable for you as well, focused on your strengths and your gifts. Then, of course, we want to go from not enough leads to a consistent daily pipeline. You want to implement a steady, predictable system that generates leads for you every single day so that you never have to rely on sporadic marketing or word of mouth alone. Your calendar stays full. You're never scrambling to replace old clients. And obviously, you need a system here that is going to be easy to do even when you get busy with clients or you have other stuff going on in your life that you need to take care of. And of course, the next one, we want to move you from awkward sales to having natural, effortless conversations with clients signing up at the end. You want to ditch the high-pressure scripted sales calls and implement a natural and easy sales process where you're only speaking to qualified prospects and that you and your prospects feel good about. All of this is exactly what I help my clients with in the Client Accelerator. If you're interested in getting the details of how I can help you implement this in your business, drop clients in the comments or reach out and send me a message. So you want to get clear on who you're best suited to serve. And again, this is going to be based on your skills, your expertise, and who you enjoy working with. Then you want to have a look at the types of people who would benefit the most from working with you and what they already have in place to get those results. You've got to blend the two. Then you want to create an outcomes-based easy yes offer with a step-by-step process to get that result. This way, you are clear on your market, you know exactly who you're talking to in your marketing, and you become confident in your ability to deliver those results. Ideally, you want to be pricing your offer at 2 to 5K. This way, you can reach those initial income goals with just a handful of clients every month. And this way, you'll also be sure that you're not going to be bogged down in too much delivery. And let's face it, if you charged any less than that, you would need a ton of leads, which you don't have right now, which is why you're listening to me, right? Okay, now that you are clear on your best fit clients and what they want, you want to have an offer that gets them to the outcome that they're looking for. And it's got to be something you are confident in delivering. You want to create a pre-selling content system that speaks about your program, your process, how it solves their problems, how it helps them achieve their desires, and you want it to handle all of the objections for you. So you don't have to deal with them at the end of a sales conversation. This does two things. It demonstrates your expertise, how well you understand your market, and it shows them why you are the person that they need, and it filters out all the people who are not a good fit for you, calls in the people who are. This way, you're not speaking to unqualified prospects and people who are never going to say yes to working with you in the first place. You're only speaking to people who are a good fit, who you can deliver results for. This boosts your confidence. Then we want to make invitations for the right people to reach out about our program if they are interested. And within this, we also want to make sure that we are building our audience every single day so there are fresh eyes on our content all the time. At this point, this is where the fun really starts. Because when we make those invitations, the right people reach out. Now all we have to do is qualify them by asking a couple of quick questions, which is super easy to answer, and it allows us to determine if they are a right fit or not. Okay, if they are a good fit, then we send them the offer on a PDF or a Google Doc with all the details of our program. They get to review it and make a decision in their own time. So there's none of that pressure to make a decision on the call. Your prospects are not being bombarded with all of this information on a 60-minute sales call and expected to give you an answer. Okay. They're pre-sold already because of the job that your content has done. And basically, this next step is a formality. It's for you to make sure that you are only taking on clients who you can help confidently. And it's for them to get the final details to make sure it is something that they want to do. No pressure. Not wasting time on those long sales calls anymore. Not getting on calls with people who were never going to say yes. Okay, this removes all that awkwardness, all the pressure. It's a simple, natural conversation. Now, you can do this over a call if you want, and it's a lot more enjoyable than your sales scripts. And of course, if you send people the PDF offer and they have questions, you can just answer those in the DMs, or you can get on a quick, no pressure call. Okay, this really takes all the stress out of it. So to wrap this up for you, most business coaching and common coach marketing out there teaches you to focus on the tactics. Okay, teaches you to send DMs, to get on calls, to have conversations, to network, to set up funnels and webinars and lead magnets and all of these things. And they don't help you get the foundations in place. This is the foundations. You want to be clear on who it is you're serving. You want to understand what outcome they're looking for. You want an offer that's easy for them to say yes to. You want to use your content to do the heavy lifting in the sales process for you and pre-sell your prospects so that when you make an invitation for someone to work with you, they already have an understanding of who you are, what you're about, how you can help them, and what results they're likely to get from working with you. Then it's just a matter of having a quick conversation to qualify them, give them the details, and enroll them. This way, you're not wasting time burning out on all the common coach marketing strategies. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just need clarity and a simple, structured way to talk to your market about what it is you do and who you serve. That's it. So if this resonates, if this sounds good to you, send me a message and I will share the details of the Client Accelerator. It's a one-to-one coaching program where I'll help you implement all of this. And 1, maybe 2 sales will cover your entire investment. If you're still here, thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate it. Reach out with any questions.